Welcome everyone to Florida International University, Miami's public research university. FIU, as the locals call it, is a top 50 public university and among the top 10 largest universities in the nation. Set in a subtropical paradise, this energetic university is a microcosm of Miami, a multicultural, multilingual town that is a world leader in business, the arts, and all things cool. I'm your host, Alex Boylan, and over the next hour, we're gonna tour this amazing university that spans 2 campuses and several locations throughout South Florida and the world. I'm excited to share the inspiring stories of these FIU Panthers who are tackling some of the world's toughest challenges. They're taking real-life experiences and addressing environmental resilience, social inequities, public health, to name a few. And their passion is yielding real results. In this episode, you're gonna see what it means to be a Panther, and I can't wait to get started. Welcome to FIU. This is the College Tour. Let's get started on the main campus at the Graham Center and meet Krista. She's an alumna and a current law student. A Miami native, she's gonna share how her experience as student body president was enriched by being a student in a global city where the opportunities were endless and diversity was celebrated. Okay, Krista, it is all yours. Please take it away.
Thanks, Alex. Hi, everybody. I was born and raised here in Miami and decided to stay to continue my education because I recognize that FIU is an amazing institution. The university is 56 years old and is Miami's only public research institution. We have 2 main campuses, multiple facilities across South Florida, from suburban Miami-Dade, home to our main campuses, to underwater. 60 miles off the coast, we have our Aquarius Reef Base, which is the world's only underwater ocean laboratory. Our ongoing research has landed us number 3 in the country for life underwater. We are a top 50 public research university, according to the Washington Monthly, with 37 programs among the U.S. News and World Report's top 100 public universities. And our law, MBA, business, and medical programs are all highly ranked. FIU is not just in Miami, we are Miami, and we are part of what makes this global city so special. Every winter, we help to run one of the country's most awesome wine and food events right in town, the South Beach Wine and Food Festival. Also, our Herbert Wertheim College of Medicine's Neighborhood Health Program gets good health care to our underserved community members. And we never miss the Miami Beach Pride Parade, where every year we celebrate love. While working on local campaigns and volunteering with United Way, I noticed how many of our students and alumni were working together to help innovate our community. We are amongst the top 10 largest universities in the country, with a diverse student population that reflects Miami, and all have a home here at FIU. I've always felt welcome here. My favorite memory was the day that my sister got admitted to FIU. She was able to join so many great organizations and experiences that helped me grow as an individual, and I'm so proud of everything she's accomplished because of FIU. That's my time, Alex. Back to you.
Thank you, Krista. You really can't tell where the campus ends and where Miami begins. How awesome to have everything from the seagrass of the Atlantic to the sawgrass of the Everglades as your classroom. Congrats on law school, Krista, and congratulations to your little sister on becoming a Panther. Take care. Okay, now let's head over to where Panthers socialize, the Graham Center. Binta is waiting for us there. She's an international student studying economics in the prestigious Stephen J. Green School of International and Public Affairs. An international student from Nigeria, she's gonna tell us more about the I in FIU. Take it away, Binta.
Hi, everyone, and thanks, Alex. The I in FIU stands for international, and that means a real opportunity to experience a vibrant and diverse campus culture. I arrived at FIU as an international transfer student more than 3 years ago from Nigeria. There are more than 142 countries represented at FIU, and I was fortunate enough to meet many students from my home country, Nigeria, students from Russia, China, Brazil, and so many other places. It really is a melting pot with character. When I first transferred to FIU, I was enrolled in the College of Business. I knew FIU had one of the top-rated business programs in the country. The college is a part of the 5% of elite business schools that are accredited by the AACSB International, the Association to Advance Collegiate Schools of Business. And I graduated from FIU this year with a BA in Economics. I was the Vice President of the Undergraduate Economics Club, a member of the National Business Honor Society and Tau Sigma National Honor Society. Because I transferred into FIU, I wasn't able to experience the global first-year program this school offers. However, my brother was, and I immediately saw how the program helps international students transition into a life at FIU and an American college. FIU promotes global learning by enabling students to think freely and build diverse connections. Through my connections working at the Office of Admissions as a campus guide, I was able to acquire an internship working at a graphic design and marketing company. It so happens that the owner of that company was an FIU alumni, which just goes to show how interconnected our community really is. FIU maintains the reputation as one of the most diverse schools in the country. I've given tours to famous content creators who visited our beautiful campus all the way from Brazil. I've held study groups at the library with engineering students from Ukraine, art students from Japan, finance students from Italy, all seated together as one FIU. I'm so happy I got the chance to experience such an amazing college setting. It has shaped me into being a more active and well-rounded individual with a global mindset and diverse perspective on the world. Well, everyone, that's it for me. Thank you so much for letting me share my story, and back to you, Alex.
Binta, that was great. What a unique experience to share your college experience with friends from all over the world. Your graphic design and marketing internship really highlights the Panther Network at work beyond campus. Cheers, Binta. All right, everyone, now we're gonna go head over and see where Panthers live and meet Delaney. She lives and works on campus while studying neuroscience-based life coaching. Delaney can't wait to tell you about all the opportunities to get involved at FIU. You'll need some coffee, or cafecito as they call it around here, to keep up with her and her fellow Panthers. Take it away, Delaney.
Thanks, Alex, and hey, everybody. My name is Delaney Doxeter. I'm gonna do the best I can to give you a true look inside the FIU culture. Here, we are all about diversity, hence our name, Florida International University. Our campuses have students and professors from all over the world. Just imagine what you can learn outside of the classroom just by getting involved on campus. That's why it's so important to get yourself out there and get going on those professional relationships and start finding your lifelong friends, because those are gonna be the people that suit you best for your future. Your drive to connect with people on top of your academic devotion will set you up for the greatest things success can bring. So I encourage you, but really, I challenge you to get the heck out there. Go to the pool, go play some volleyball with your friends, ask professors to have lunch with you, and don't ever forget about having fun. Head over to the Recreation Center, because when you do visit, you're gonna see why it's everyone's favorite place on campus. We have all sorts of activities, from kendo to badminton, fencing to archery, to Special Olympics practices. We have it all. Go get in on that. Now, let me tell you a little bit about what I do every morning. Through my federal work-study job, I'm an assistant athletic trainer. And when I first started, I'd stay hours after work every day getting the therapies down. The why, the when, the how, the who should and shouldn't receive the treatment. Fast forward a couple of months, and here I am administering all sorts of therapies, from cryotherapy to cupping, to electrical stimulation, to compression units on a daily basis. These are the types of experiences you gain here from FIU. And trust me, strive for those internships and research labs, because our school is classified as R1 by Carnegie, which means it has some of the highest research activity and community engagement in the country. Right now, I'm applying for my second round to the Neurocircuitry and Cognition Lab here on campus. And I am so excited to connect with the researchers. And stay tuned, because big things are happening. And I can't wait to see you here doing your thing too. So peace out, go Panthers, and back to you, Alex.
Wow, this is definitely a vibrant university for a vibrant city. Thank you, Delaney. It's great to see you bring that energy to the research lab. Take care. Okay, everyone, let's head over to the beautiful Biscayne Bay campus across town. Nicole is waiting for us there near the kayak launch. She's gonna share her work as a PhD student in aquatic and landscape ecology. Her love for all things water has led her to some pretty cool field research at FIU, which is a top 3 public university in the country for researching and educating students on life below water. Nicole, you are on.
Hello everyone, my name is Nicole Strickland. I'm a 4th-year PhD student here at Florida National University. Ever since I can remember, I've always had an obsession with fish and anything related to the water. It's kind of hard not to, growing up in Michigan surrounded by the beautiful Great Lakes. Well, this curiosity developed into a passion and drive for aquatic biology. I always knew that I wanted to study environmental science, but didn't know anyone close to me who was doing it as a career. When I was attending my undergraduate university, I was talking to a professor about applying to graduate school, and he mentioned to me a colleague who was conducting conservation and research in the Everglades. He even mentioned that they flew helicopters to remote sites. I told him, I'm in, and where do I apply? Here at FIU, I have the very special opportunity to work in the Aquatic Ecology Lab. In our lab, we study population and community dynamics and conduct monitoring studies throughout the Everglades to provide data and information on how restoration affects different parts of the ecosystem. One program that benefits from our data is the Comprehensive Everglades Restoration Plan, or CERP, which is a major restoration initiative that is trying to restore historic water flow back into the Everglades. This program is one of the largest hydrologic restoration projects ever undertaken in the United States. I get the amazing opportunity to travel to different sites using helicopters and airboats and conduct experiments in the middle of beautiful wetlands. Sometimes, if you're lucky, you get to see an alligator or two. If wading through wetlands isn't for you, then that's okay, because FIU has a vast array of majors and graduate school programs ranging from biochemistry all the way to marine biology. I've had the pleasure of working with some amazing professors and had unique opportunities that I would not have anywhere else. I feel proud of all that I've accomplished here at FIU and look forward to all my future findings from my research. I hope my story has inspired others to not be afraid of putting themselves out there, because you never know who you might inspire on your way of achieving your goals. Thanks for listening. Now back to you, Alex.
Nicole, that was really cool. Wading through wetlands sounds like tons of fun, and helping save the Everglades right in your own backyard is amazing. I can't wait to read about your findings in the future. Thank you for sharing your story. Take care, Nicole. Now let's meet Khalil, who is at the FIU Stadium. Khalil graduated from FIU with a bachelor's in recreation and sports management and is now working on his law degree to become an in-house counsel for a sports team. He's had great training as a Panther. FIU is a Division I school with 17 teams in Conference USA. In addition to an on-campus stadium, the Panthers play at the Ocean Bank Convocation Center on the main campus and train in one of the premier aquatic facilities within the state of Florida and the East Coast of the United States at Biscayne Bay campus. The swimming and diving team there is the real deal. 7-time Conference USA champs. Khalil, take it away.
Thank you, Alex. I'm currently going into my second year here at FIU College of Law. Both of my parents were born in Jamaica and came over here to make a better life for me. As an international university, FIU is home to people from all over the world. Growing up, I loved to play baseball and basketball, and that ultimately led me to choose recreation and sports management as my undergraduate major. As a Division I university, FIU has many opportunities both on and off campus. In Miami, we have the Heat, the Dolphins, the Marlins, the Florida Panthers, and Inter Miami. You can literally wrap up classes at 5 and then head downtown to a Heat game shortly after. As a Panther, you can either be a student athlete or a spectator with multiple club and intramural sports such as basketball, flag football, soccer, and rugby. There was no better feeling than ending my day with an intramural game in our recreational center. Both friends and even family would come out, and it's honestly one of the things I'll miss the most about my undergraduate experience. Whether you want to catch a basketball game or you want to watch FIU beat the U again, FIU will provide. In addition to sports, I was a part of the Dean Student Advisory Council, where we made recommendations to the dean on how to make FIU an even better university. This experience really showed me that FIU really cares about what the students think. I chose recreation and sports management as my major because I want to be in-house counsel for a professional sports organization. It's funny, because the way I came about this was through my Title IX major required class. Not only did I get an internship with the Orange Bowl because of the connections I made, but I also learned about the FIU Law Pre-Law Path program after showing interest in law school and sport and entertainment law. I wanted to take my love of sports and incorporate that with my love of the law. This free program ultimately gave me a glimpse of what to expect in law school and that it was the right decision for me. I am currently the Vice President of Sport and Entertainment of the Sport, Entertainment, Fashion, and Art Law Society here at FIU. We just held our first ever National Sports Symposium with speakers from all across the country. We covered topics such as name, image, and likeness and the future of sports betting here in Florida. I look forward to my upcoming years here at FIU, and I know the experience gained will definitely pay off. Well, Alex, I've spoken enough, so it's back to you, and pause up.
Pause up, Khalil. It's great to see how focused you are on your goals. There's no stopping you. It's true. Panthers are really bringing it on the field and in the classroom. Cheers. Okay, everyone, now let's head on back to Biscayne Bay campus and meet Tiana. She is a bit of a social media star, sharing on TikTok what life as a hospitality student is like. She's had some unique experiences volunteering at the star-studded South Beach Wine and Food Festival and taking a class with the king of hospitality himself, David Grutman. You are on.
First of all, thank you, Alex, for your introduction. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Chaplain School of Hospitality and Tourism Management on our beautiful Biscayne Bay campus. I'm a graduate student in the Hospitality Management program. I was raised in Berlin, Germany, and moved to the US a few months back. Back home in Germany, I got my bachelor's degree in International Tourism and Event Management. I was born into a hotel family, so I always knew I wanted to work in the hospitality industry. I came to FIU because it is one of the best schools for hospitality in the US, and I always loved South Florida. One of the coolest things I've participated in at FIU is the David Grutman Experience class. Grutman is one of the leading hospitality entrepreneurs in Miami, owning several hotels, restaurants, and clubs. Last year, he joined the Chaplain School as our real-life experience professor. In our class, he had celebrities like David Beckham and Pharrell Williams, who gave us a peek behind the scenes of their own hospitality stories. It's not just the classes that are different here at the Chaplain School. Every year, the school and more than 1,200 students help run the South Beach Wine and Food Festival, one of the biggest and most prestigious wine and food festivals in the world. It gives the students a unique chance to gain real-life experience working for this mega festival. To date, the festival has raised more than $31.8 million for our Chaplain School. This year, I worked at the registration counter for 3 days. It was a great adventure and a huge chance to be part of such a mega-scale event. Did I mention FIU also offers an online master's degree in mega event planning and execution? The Miami Boat Show, Olympic Games, Art Basel, Coachella. The sheer scale of these mega events can create engineering and logistical nightmares. FIU is one of the few places in the world that trains students to make these events go off without a hitch. Thank you for letting me share my story with you. Was kommt als nächstes, Alex?
What an interesting industry with so many logistics to plan and execute. Without even graduating, you and your fellow Panthers are already helping Miami maintain its place as the top of the tourism and entertainment industry. Thank you, Tiana, for sharing your experience with all of us. Take care. Next, we're gonna visit the Sky Lounge, where Juliana is gonna share her undergraduate research experience. At FIU, students are entrusted with major projects in the lab and in the field before grad school. Juliana is an honors college student who is in the Early Assurance Program, which guarantees graduates admission to FIU's Herbert Wertheim College of Medicine.
Thank you, Alex. Hi, everyone. I am an Argentinian Cuban, born and raised here in Miami, Florida. Ever since I was in high school, I knew I wanted to come to FIU because of the cultural diversity. FIU has one of the top programs in the nation for Hispanics like myself. With hard work and dedication, I am blessed to have been granted some of the many scholarships offered by FIU, including recognition for my leadership abilities and academic excellence in biological sciences. Through FIU, I've had the opportunity to volunteer with multiple organizations such as the Green Family Foundation Neighborhood Help Program, which is a service learning project that immerses medical students in our community. We visit households and learn about the social determinants of health while making a difference. At the FIU Biochemistry and Chemistry Department, I worked with the X-ray diffractometer, and I assisted Dr. Meng Wan and Dr. Lisa Brin in teaching students about the functions of the human body. As the president of the National Society of Leadership and Success, I helped organize food drives to fill the FIU pantry, which aids students suffering from food insecurity. In addition, I was able to join the pre-medical honors organization known as STITCH. Through this organization, I was able to share my knowledge and love for science with children in underserved communities. As a sophomore, through the competitive FIU Honors Early Assurance Program, I was granted a seat at my dream medical school, FIU. Medical school is very competitive. This is an amazing opportunity for me and future FIU students who aspire to become physicians like myself. I am proud to say I will be continuing my education at FIU Medical School because of the combination of my love for learning, research, and serving my community. FIU is not only my second home, but my second family. One day, I hope to see you all in the halls of our wonderful FIU. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to share my story. Now back to you, Alex.
You had me at X-ray diffractometer. Juliana, you did a great job highlighting the academic rigor at FIU. It's exhilarating to see what you've already accomplished. Good luck in med school. Take care. Next, we're gonna head over to the Simulation Teaching and Research Center at the Nicole Wertheim College of Nursing and Health Sciences and meet Carlos. He is a recent grad and critical care nurse who is on the front lines of the COVID-19 pandemic. From flight paramedic to Real Triumph's nursing grad, Carlos never strayed from his mission, saving lives. Let's learn more about his story. Carlos?
Thanks, Alex. Hi, everyone, and welcome to FIU. Coming to this university has always been a dream ever since I was in high school. And let me tell you the story how everything started. I grew up with my uncle. He was a surgeon, and I remember how much I loved listening to his stories about his work at the hospital. It was at that moment when I knew that medicine and caring for people was the path to follow. I worked 2 jobs while attending to nursing school, one as a flight paramedic, the other for the emergency medical system. When I graduated from nursing school, my dream became a reality. I was accepted to the FIU online program. FIU Nursing Doctoral Program is one of the top 40 in the United States, according to the US News and World Report. And now we're here, in our 20,000 square foot simulation, teaching, and research center, known as STAR Center. It feels like you're walking into a fully operational clinic and hospital, from a pre-scrubbing station to a 15-bed critical care unit, from primary care clinic offices to operating room equipped with surgical instrument. The STAR Center gives students a real-world acute and primary health care experience without having to leave the hospital. From the first day I stepped into an operating room, I knew that anesthesia was the path to follow. FIU has one of the top 5 anesthesia programs in the state of Florida. Becoming a nurse anesthetist will be the peak of my academic acumen. I graduated with honors, and I was nominated as a Real Triumph student. All my accomplishments were possible because of the incredible staff and nursing professors that were there for me since day one. Today, I work as a critical care nurse. Now, more than ever, I know that becoming a nurse was the best choice I ever made. Thanks to FIU for helping me become a better professional and for this opportunity to show my appreciation in such an amazing show like The College Story. Now back to you, Alex. I'm going back to save lives and help others in need.
Awesome, Panthers got grit. Does it get any cooler than flight paramedic? I thank you, Carlos, for your hard work. We are grateful to have nurses like you on the front lines. Take care. All right, everyone, now we're gonna head over to the Academic Health Center and meet pre-med student Dandrea. Dandrea is pursuing a double bachelor's in biological and medical sciences with a minor in chemistry. She has an interesting story to share about how the path to your dream career may not always be crystal clear, but hard work will certainly get you there. Take it away, Dandrea.
Thank you, Alex. Hello, everyone. My name is Dandrea Hollins, AKA Didi, and I am a senior pre-med student that transferred to FIU fall 2019 from an HBCU in Washington, D.C. When I came here, I wasn't sure what career I wanted to pursue or what my future entailed, but I did know that I wanted to help people. The question was, how? Academically, I knew I liked science. I loved being hands-on, and after speaking with the professors and other students, I realized I wanted to pursue a career in public health and medicine. The issue was I didn't have medical school-worthy GPA, but I believe opportunities aren't given, they're fought for. I met with my advisor and my pre-health advisor, and we came up with a game plan. I intend to make change in my community, starting with social justice issues such as health inequity, environmental justice, and racism that plagues the Black community and other people of color. My grandparents emphasized that knowledge is power, and the first step to change is to educate yourself, and the second step to change is to educate others. I joined organizations that advance my leadership skills, emphasize civil engagement, and improve my knowledge on health and health care. I'm a part of the Black Student Union as a general board member. I am a co-director for the Panther Community Action Board. I'm a student ambassador for the Center for Leadership and Service, and I'm a part of multiple pre-health organizations here on campus. I also conduct research on plant compounds and its effects on viruses and proviruses such as HIV in Dr. Manuel Barbieri's lab. I'm all over campus playing an active role in community service, social justice, and health initiatives. My path I've chosen is academically challenging, but I know my goals and I know my values. I challenge myself to do better and be better every day, while also encouraging mental health and self-care days. Thank you for listening, and what's next, Alex?
Great job, Dandrea. Your commitment to care and helping your community is inspiring. Thank you for sharing your story. Good luck in med school. Now let's check out one of the coolest facilities at FIU. Civil and Environmental Engineering PhD student Kahinde is at FIU's Wall of Wind. Located at the Engineering and Computing Center, the facility is part of the university's Extreme Event Institute. Research conducted there has helped inform building practices and codes throughout the region. Kahinde, I can't wait to hear about the work you and your fellow Panthers are doing there.
Thanks, Alex. Hi, everyone. I'm a PhD student at the Department of Civil and Environmental Engineering here at FIU. I'm Nigerian, and moving to Miami to start my PhD was a big decision for me. This is because I'd never been to the country, and I've only heard about the US from the news and interaction with some of my friends who study here. When I arrived on campus, I noticed the diversity in the student population and how nice the staff were in directing new students in the right direction. My doctoral research is in the area of structural wind engineering, and my research group sits within the International Hurricane Research Center, which is a part of FIU's Extreme Event Institute. The Extreme Event Institute was launched in 2012 to use both a multi-hazard and a transdisciplinary approach in understanding extreme environmental events like hurricanes, tornadoes, and earthquakes. The goal of the center is to reduce the vulnerability of the community to hurricane events. The Wall of Wind is one of the research laboratories within the center. It is a recognized NSF experimental facility with a 6-fan open-jet wind tunnel capable of producing Category 5 hurricane wind speeds. This unique facility has provided a test bed for both academic and industry researchers to understand how hurricane winds affect buildings and other infrastructure. Some of the building code changes to the Miami-Dade and Florida Building Code are direct results of research carried out at our Wall of Wind by our amazing faculty, staff, and students. The center also organizes STEM events for kids, including the annual Wall of Wind Challenge, and other outreaches to inform community members on how best to protect their homes during hurricanes. Aside from research, I've improved on my leadership skills by participating in the inaugural Graduate Academy of Leaders training. This gave me the opportunity to meet other students with similar interests. I have also been able to connect with many other Nigerian students at FIU. Pursuing my PhD here at FIU was a great decision, and I'm grateful for the wonderful environment that the university provides and the opportunity to contribute to the work of protecting our community. As you can see, we're about to fire off the wall of wind now. Back to you, Alex.
Wow, that blows me away. We're in good hands when it comes to environmental resilience. Thank you for sharing your work with us and the next generations. Cheers, Kahinde. Now let's meet Prachi, who is studying international relations with a minor in political science and also getting certificates in Latin American and Caribbean studies, European and Eurasian studies, human rights and political transitions, and Peace Corps prep. Wow, that is an impressive resume. Take it away, Prachi.
Hi everyone, it's an honor to talk to you today about how to create a just, peaceful, and prosperous world. I was born in Venezuela, but my whole family is from India. What can I say? I'm living the best of both worlds. I got the chance to travel to India when I was 12, and I saw how women were oppressed, how they couldn't express themselves freely, go to school, or even sit in the same tables men do. From that day, I decided I would strive in the best of my abilities to help them because I want them to experience the same freedom and opportunities I'm blessed to have today in my life. My work is driven by passion for helping and compassion for people. I believe that all of us were created at the image of God and we should support each other. As a daughter of 2 Indian parents, I realized that I needed to prepare myself in order to make a difference. My American dream started here at FIU. I have the opportunity to travel to different places just as Alabama, Boston, and LA, and create my own committee in 5 months. My goal is to inspire and empower women. We offer mentoring, workshops, live webinars, and online resources. And so far, we've helped more than 1,200 women around the world. As a Hamilton Scholar at FIU, I work as a fellow at the Heritage Foundation, creating and funding my own policy proposal called the #Hope program, which addresses the domestic violence in the South Asian community. My policies granted women in that community educational resources, shelter, childcare through NGO and community-based solutions. All these experiences have helped me to create a just, peaceful, and prosperous world. I believe that if I can inspire someone, that person can inspire someone else. And like this, we can start a chain reaction. Well, that is my story. Thank you so much for listening, and get back to you, Alex.
Thank you so much, Prachi, for sharing your story with us. You're doing meaningful work. Makes us feel positive about our future. Congratulations. Cheers, Prachi. Next, let's go talk to Brian, who is an active duty military officer studying law. The military holds a special place on FIU's campus. The Office of Veteran and Military Affairs is headquartered in the oldest and most cherished building on campus, a former airport tower, where the university got its start when it was founded on an abandoned airfield. Nearby is the Felsberg Veterans Plaza, which pays tribute to FIU veterans. It is named after FIU alumnus Paul Michael Felsberg, who died in 2004 while serving with the U.S. Marine Corps in Iraq. Brian, you are on.
Thanks, Alex. Hi, everyone. My name's Brian Hernandez, and I'm a third-year Even Law student here at FIU's College of Law, and I'm also an active duty military officer. After serving over 20 years in the Army, I decided to finally pursue my lifetime goal of going to law school. I knew it'd be challenging, being an evening student while balancing being a soldier, a father, and a husband. Over the past 3 years, I've had the opportunity to meet a great group of fellow law students with similar situations like mine, all juggling 1,000 things just so they can pursue their dream of being a lawyer. And thanks to the great support here at FIU Law and each other, we can make those dreams a reality. Now, let me tell you a couple great things about FIU Law. First, it's South Florida's only public law school, and it's in the top 50 public law schools in the entire country. This is because of its outstanding faculty, its rigorous academic program, and its dedication to make sure its students are prepared to pass the bar exam and graduation. One way that FIU prepares its students to become lawyers is through its various experience learning programs, such as our immigration clinic and our community law clinic. These clinics provide students the opportunity to get hands-on experience working with attorneys with real clients on real-world legal issues. Additionally, the school has a community law clinic, which provides general legal assistance and teaches students how to be able to advocate on behalf of clients in areas that have limited means to be able to get the right legal assistance. But one reason why I'm proud to be part of FIU is how supportive the university, the faculty, and the students are for those of us in uniform, our veterans coming out of uniform, and students planning to join our military. FIU has a robust Reserve Officer Training Program, which prepares students for service in the Armed Forces as an officer following graduation. And for our veterans, FIU is absolutely the right place. The school has an incredible Veterans and Military Affairs office, which helps veterans transition from military life to life as a college student. Throughout my military career, I've had the honor to lead thousands of men and women in both peacetime and combat. And there is no better feeling than being part of a great team. That's what you'll feel here at FIU. Back to you, Alex.
Great work being done at the immigration and community lawyering clinics, Brian. Thank you for sharing your experience, and thank you for your service. Take care. Next up is Amelia, who is balancing her classes in international relations with her philanthropy. With the help of Startup FIU and Panther alumni, she is working on an app that will centralize donations. Can't wait to hear more? Amelia, take it away.
Hi everyone, my name is Amelia Rodales and I'm a senior here at Florida International University. I'm currently majoring in international relations and pursuing 3 certificate programs, one in public policy, one in human rights and political transitions, and the last in law, ethics, and society. And the reason why I chose this university and this educational path is because of its commitment to challenge me to think critically about issues around the world while also preparing me for a future in public policy. I was born and raised in Miami, and over the last 3 years, I have had the opportunity to be involved in 5 different fellowships as well as run 3 different organizations. I was president of our Student Ambassador Program, FIU Student Philanthropic Council tasked with raising funds for our Student Emergency Fund. I also had the opportunity to be the Honors College Senator for our Student Government Association, captain of our Leadership Club lead team, as well as director of our Social Justice Club, the Panther Community Action Board. Now, over the past year, I've also had the amazing opportunity to work with 3 FIU alumni in order to create an app that will centralize in-kind donation giving. Working with the Center for Leadership and Service, the Global Learning Office, as well as Startup FIU has been instrumental to my success as a student entrepreneur in helping me develop this idea, as well as getting me seed funding. Now, Startup FIU is a university-wide initiative to foster entrepreneurship as well as innovation. FIU has even been ranked a top 50 US utility patent producer around the world. As an Ashoka Changemaker campus, a title that has only been given to 42 colleges and universities around the world, this has opened so many doors for me as a student entrepreneur. I was able to compete and place in the Fowler Global Social Innovation Challenge pitch competition, become a Millennium Fellow alumni, as well as a Clinton Global University Initiative Fellow. On top of this, our College of Business even offers its own entrepreneurship certifications for students ready to take their startup ventures to the next level. As Miami's only public research university, this has afforded me and my peers countless opportunities to conduct research. Now, the FIU Honors College has a class called Diplomacy Lab, in which we're able to conduct research on issues identified by State Department officials under guidance of FIU faculty who have years of experience when it comes to diplomacy as well as international relations. Now, this past year, I was able to conduct research on human trafficking and smuggling laws for the International Bureau of Narcotics and Law Enforcement. Because of this research, I'm now able to conduct research on different topics and brief my updates to U.S. Southern Command, USAID, as well as MITRE. All these opportunities have afforded me the chance to now be a congressional intern as well as an intern for the Smithsonian. Thank you so much for listening to my story. What's next, Alex?
That's a lot of hustling, Amelia. As a businessman, I recognize that entrepreneurial spirit. You really optimized all the opportunities FIU provides, from working with Startup FIU to bring your idea to market to developing pivotal skills for the 21st century diplomat. Congratulations on the congressional and Smithsonian internships. We'll see you soon. Now let's meet Rahul. A native of India, he is an alumnus who just graduated with a degree in computer science and minors in mathematics and physics. Like many FIU students, Rahul had the opportunity to conduct undergraduate research. He focused on AI. And he's going to tell us more about his work as well as all the extracurricular activities he enjoyed as a student. Take it away, Rahul.
Hi everyone. I still remember my first year at FIU. Coming from the other side of the world, my transition into the US was made smooth by the friends I made while living on campus at Panther Hall. To pay it forward, I became a resident assistant at Parkview Hall, which was the defining part of my FIU experience. As an RA, I assisted first-year honor students to navigate FIU and develop meaningful friendships. One of the best parts about living on campus is that you can be involved right outside your room. I organized the first annual involvement fair for honor students living on campus. And in my junior year, I became the homecoming prince and attended several parades around Miami, representing FIU and meeting the local community. FIU is an emerging preeminent research university, which means there's a huge focus on academic research. As an undergraduate student, I had the chance to work on cutting-edge artificial intelligence research at the Cognac Lab, led by Dr. Mark Finlayson. The faculty and staff at FIU are committed to the success of their students. My academic advisor gave me a chance to help my peers by tutoring computer science courses through the Academic Success Initiative. What started as a part-time tutoring job became an opportunity to gain leadership skills. Not only did I lead a team of 20 tutors, the ability to help so many fellow students was immensely rewarding. FIU puts an equal emphasis on student involvement, which I saw early on at tabling events in the Graham Center. My involvement with various student organizations shaped the way I perceived college. To pursue my passion for music, I joined University Singers and performed at concerts at the School of Music and downtown Miami. This was a dream come true, as I never thought I would be able to do all that while studying computer science. The College of Engineering and Computing is as real as it gets, with hands-on activities like building race cars with Panther Motorsports and participating in Shell Hacks, Florida's largest hackathon. Student organizations like Upsilon Pi Epsilon are driving the Miami Tech movement. I benefited greatly from their practical learning programs like SparkDev, where we created an app for the local community, and CS First, where we taught elementary school students how to code. One of the best things about FIU is that you can get a world-class education at the same time as having fun. Today, I'm a data scientist at Dell Technologies, and this wouldn't have been possible without the amazing experience I had during my time at FIU. That's my story. What's next, Alex?
Great job, Rahul. You really kept busy as an undergrad. From working in AI in the lab to homecoming prince, I can't think of a better college experience. And congrats on your new job at Dell. We can't wait to see what you accomplish. Take care. Okay, everyone, now let's head over to the Robotics and Digital Fabrication Laboratory. Mathias is waiting for us there. He's an architecture major who's used the skills he's learned at FIU to walk on water. Can't wait to hear his story. Mathias, you are on.
Thank you, Alex, and hello, everyone. I'm so excited to say that I graduated with a master's degree in architecture from FIU. See, I was born and raised in a farm in the countryside of Brazil, where I was raised around horses, cows, goats, and emus. And when I moved into a larger city in Brazil, I realized that my life goal had become to get accepted into a university in the United States. And I would not stop studying until I fulfilled it. Although I was sure that I wanted to become an architect, I had no clue that the next 5 years would mean way more than just designing buildings. What I learned here at FIU is that the role of the architect is to imagine the world we live in, to design the scenography of the play of life that is constantly performing, the unspoken language between humans and spaces, which then informs how we move, how we feel, how we connect with others. And the biggest example of that is the building that we're in right now. This is the Paul Serra School for Architecture, designed by Bernard Tschumi. Anyone studying architecture might know that Bernard Tschumi is a legend in architecture theory. He designed a school for the future architects by splitting the building into two masses, one to the south for the faculty and one to the north for the students, which is our studios. But the heart of the building is the courtyard, around which most of the circulation is arranged, so students and faculty living in different classrooms can find moments of encounter, so the freshly learned material comes up in conversations and then creates new knowledge. We're not in the era of deconstructivism though, and FIU is committed to preparing us for the problems and shifting roles of the 21st century. I was first introduced to critical thinking and design on my second year when Professor Jaime Canaves gave us an assignment to design a pair of shoes that would allow us to walk on water. This tradition goes back over 30 years and the rules are pretty simple, but working on these is actually so much harder than it looks. My partner and I spent countless nights working on it until we could finally walk without getting wet. It's always a huge festival and everyone comes around to see architecture students battling and sinking. At the end of my second year, I got invited to participate in a project to inaugurate the robotics and dish fabrication lab. We spent the entire summer in a tiny room with a huge robot and a team of amazing people, developing our own system of 3D printing clay blocks for a parametric wall. And that was only the start. We spent the following 3 years working on amazing projects that define the boundaries of architecture and design. And I can't wait to see what FIU has yet to achieve. That was a bit of my story. Now back to you, Alex.
What a fun tradition. Your passion for architecture is inspiring. There are a lot of places on campus that are helping you cultivate your creativity. Thanks again for sharing your story. Take care, Mathias. Now, let's head over to the Academic Health Complex and meet Brittany, who is a second-year graduate student in the Masters of Social Work program. She graduated with a double bachelor's in psychology and interdisciplinary studies from FIU in 2020. She's going to share how fieldwork is helping her prepare for the complex role of a clinician. Take it away, Brittany.
Thanks, Alex. As an aspiring clinician, it was important for me to find a university with an accredited Masters of Social Work program with a clinical focus. I was also interested in working across disciplines with students and faculty in the health sciences, as well as the opportunity to do fieldwork. Stemple College checked all of these boxes. By offering programs in the fields of public health, social work, and dietetics and nutrition, including dual degree programs and an Academy for International Disaster Preparedness, Stemple College had exactly what I was looking for and more. Something that I noticed right away is the amount of support the staff provide. They brought me some exclusive opportunities, which allowed me to expand my network and build my resume. I was able to get a fellowship with the National Council for Mental Well-Being, as well as attend NatCon 21, the world's largest convention on mental health and substance use. These opportunities were only available at 9 other universities nationwide, and less than 100 students were selected to participate. The fellowship I took part in was focused on the opioid epidemic and allowed me to collaborate with other social work students and professionals from around the country. By far, my favorite part of the program is the field experience I acquire as part of the curriculum. The field office works with local businesses and organizations to place students in a practicum placement which meets their individual interests. Because of my fellowship, I was placed in a substance use and behavioral health treatment facility. I had the opportunity to work with people on an outpatient basis, doing both individual and group therapy. While all the classes are informative, nothing compares to hands-on experience for learning. A graduate of FIU Stemple College can go on to work in a variety of fields. A social worker can work in hospitals, private practice, for government or state agencies, and even in policy work. A social work degree is very versatile and allows you to work in both micro and macro practice. The possibilities really are endless, and I could not recommend the school enough. That's all from me. Back to you, Alex.
Brittany, great job. It's heartening to hear about the great fieldwork opportunities available to you and your fellow Panthers before you start your careers. It sounds like you are prepared to take on whatever comes your way. Thanks again. Now, let's go over to Leanne, who is at the student-run Wine Spectator Restaurant Management Lab, where Panthers learn to think like restaurant owners. Leanne is a hospitality major who has had her college experience enriched through study abroad programs. She's going to talk about her semester at sea. From Colombia to Chile, she delighted in local food and engaged in local culture. Leanne, you are on.
Thank you, Alex. Hello, everyone, and welcome to FIU. I knew FIU was where I wanted to study hospitality because everything is happening here. Miami is known for its hotels, resorts, airlines, cruise lines, restaurants, and events. The FIU Chaplain School is one of the top 40 hospitality schools in the world. Every year, Miami is host to the South Beach Wine and Food Festival. Students volunteer for a variety of positions. We work with celebrity chefs, pour legendary wines, and apply everything we've learned to create a memorable experience for the guest. The festival provides students with experience and industry connections. The money raised comes back to the Chaplain School of Hospitality and Tourism Management. FIU has recently partnered with Bacardi as part of our food and beverage program. Through this partnership, I was able to intern with Bacardi's customer marketing and advocacy teams. This began the one-of-a-kind, award-winning FIU Bartenders Guild. which holds weekly meetings, and you can earn your certificate in beverage excellence. FIU also has an amazing study abroad program. The idea is to see the world from an international perspective. I got to go on a study at sea from Colombia to Ecuador, Peru, and finally Chile. In Chile, I took a trip through the desert to a vineyard on the edge of the Andes. There, glass of Carmenere in hand, I fell in love with the process of wines and the lands they come from. This trip opened up to me the hospitality world of beverage. FIU also has pod study trips. Last year, I got to go to Las Vegas, where we toured iconic resorts like MGM, Caesar's Palace, the Cosmopolitan, and Southern Glaciers. This one-on-one with industry professionals is a real opportunity to gain insight. After the trip, I reached out to one of the presenters and gained a mentor. The approach at FIU is to grow through traveling and sharing experiences. I grew as an individual, learning I could take on the world. I developed confidence putting myself into a completely new setting and being open to what it had to teach me. And when I came home, I had a wider vision of possibilities. I hope to do the semester exchange with FIU's partner school, the University of Tianjin, China, and am definitely going on another pod in the fall. Thank you for letting me share my story. What's next, Alex?
Thank you for sharing your story, Leanne. Your travels have undoubtedly prepared you for a rich career in the hospitality industry, and it looked like so much fun. Take care. Let's go back to Biscayne Bay campus to meet Morgan. She is a public relations major who loves spending time on campus. The campus's backyard is the one and only Biscayne Bay, home to programs such as journalism, marine science, creative writing, and hospitality management. Students brag about the peaceful tranquility that surrounds them while learning and studying. I can't wait to hear more. Morgan, you are on.
Wagwan guys, welcome to FIU BBC. Now, if you love the outdoors, being surrounded by nature, and being directly by the bay, then the FIU Biscayne Bay campus is the place for you. BBC is a 200-acre waterfront campus home to some of FIU's most innovative labs and highest-ranked programs. Just like our main campus, BBC has its own student life, recreation center, library, and of course, state-of-the-art student housing that overlooks the bay. No, literally, the view is breathtaking. Being at this campus is like being at a mini hotel, with activities to help you wind down from a stressful day of courses, such as our exciting rope course, kayaking right here on the bay, and of course, walking or jogging on our beautiful nature trail. Various programs such as our hospitality management program and marine science program are housed here at this campus. For you journalism and communication lovers who prefer the hands-on experiences, the Biscayne Bay campus houses the South Florida Media Network, which offers students the opportunity to cover local news and network with professional journalists and, of course, FIU alumni. Though my experience was virtual due to the pandemic, Bold allowed me to have real client experience and network with some of the best industry professionals. Those of you on the creative side of PR can work with the creative team as a photographer, videographer, or even a graphic design intern for clients. After 2 semesters in Bold as an account associate, I got promoted to be an account executive for the upcoming semester, and I cannot wait to get started. I got to write my story at the beautiful Biscayne Bay campus, and I can't wait for you guys to write your story here as well. Back to you, Alex.
What a great story, Morgan. The student-run communications agency is incredible. Congratulations on the promotion. Cheers, Morgan. Okay, we have one final stop on our tour, the Wertheim Performing Arts Center, where theater majors present 4 full-scale productions per season, and where music majors participate in more than 150 performances during the concert season. Shadya is there, and she will tell us more about the FIU art scene. She's a theater major on the performance track, and now she's gonna take it away.
Thanks, Alex, and hello, everyone. I'm a Miami girl born and raised, so FIU was always a school I heard great things about. What I didn't know until I got here, though, were how many opportunities there are for actors. It's extremely important to be exposed to all aspects of theater, both on and off stage. We're offered courses where we get hands-on experience building set pieces, props, costumes, designing lights and sound, and so much more. Our BFA designers have the chance to do internships over the summer in different states with different theaters where they can expand their network and build their portfolio. My favorite part of the year was being able to participate in the Kennedy Center American College Theater Festival. There, my cast and I got to perform in front of hundreds of theater people, do workshops, and make amazing connections. There's also, every couple of years, our London Study Abroad, where you get to travel and immerse yourself in Shakespeare. If you'd rather stay close to home, we do about 4 productions a year with countless experiences in between. I graduated with 5 productions under my belt. Right across from theater is the concert hall, where I'm standing. The School of Music performs here and practices in dedicated music rooms in the back. There are master classes throughout the year that are taught from international musicians and scholars. Then there are concerts where you get to show what you've learned. If an instrument isn't calling to you, but sharing music still is, there's a music business certification. Here you learn how to succeed in the music industry from a business and production aspect of it. There's even a full-on recording studio where you get to put your knowledge to the test. If the performing arts aren't really your scene, there's the Radcliffe Art and Design Incubator. There, the faculty can teach you about art and history, 3D design and 3D printing, developing alternate solutions to social and commercial challenges, small business coaching, and so much more. There's on-site studios and mentors there to help guide you throughout the way. FIU doesn't just want you to succeed, they want you to thrive and enjoy the journey along the way. And I know I have. Thanks for joining me, and now it's back to you, Alex.
Great job, Shadya. Lovers of the arts certainly have plenty to do and learn at FIU. Thank you for sharing your story. That was awesome. Take care. How amazing is Florida International University? I want to thank all the incredible students and alumni for generously giving their time today. We've really seen what can be accomplished when you unlock Panther's full potential. What a remarkable research university set in paradise. So that's it from me. Now it's up to you all to go learn more about FIU for yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you on campus real soon. Cheers, everyone. Rory, take it away.